Right, we're going to look at adding some basic adjustments to our images. So if I dive straight in here from the welcome screen and open up this image of a sunset, one of the most basic things we can do is across on the Adjustments Studio here, I'll just scroll down, and we can add a levels adjustment, like so. And just to increase the overall punchiness of this image, I can drag the black dial to the right and drag the white dial to the left, and we've achieved a much punchier look to the image. So on top of this then, we can also go back into the Adjustment Studio and let's find the brightness and contrast adjustment. We'll just close the studio again, and I can choose to increase the brightness and maybe increase the contrast as well, just to further accentuate the tones here. Finally then, for this image, once again we'll go back to the Adjustment Studio, scroll all the way down, and we can add a white balance adjustment here. Now before I do that, notice how each time I've had to get rid of the Adjustments Studio by tapping it again. Now we have a little pin icon up here. If I just tap that so it's no longer active, and then I go ahead and add the white balance, the studio will close automatically. So with my white balance adjustment, I might just want to drag the balance slightly to the left and perhaps change the tint. Actually, I'll drag the tint to the left as well to cool the image slightly, but also give it more of a magenta tint. Okay, so that about concludes the edits for this image. So I'll just return and open up another image here. Now this time, let's go back into the Adjustments Studio. I'll find HSL Adjust, which stands for Hue, Saturation and Lightness. So again, I'll add that, and I might choose to increase the overall saturation of the image, and also I'll drag the hue dial slightly to the left just to change the overall tones in the image slightly. Then on top of that, let's go back in and let's add, say, a lens filter. So by default this adds a warm tint to the image. We can actually just tap the color here and choose any color we want. For example, so we could cool down the image by choosing a blue tone, but I'll go for roughly what we had by default. And we can control the strength of this filter just by modifying the optical density here. Okay, so once we've found a value that we like, we can either just leave the adjustment as it is, which will make sure it's non-destructive. We can also choose to merge it down using this option here. Or if we want to get rid of the adjustment, we can tap the bin icon here and it will delete the adjustment. Okay, so that's about it. I just wanted to quickly give you a sample of the adjustments that Photo has to offer. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the other videos.